the exercise number 7.3 we are creating, it is a combination of both. So here also we'll create the target groups, we'll create launch template as well. Okay, so let's go as sequence. So we already have a security group. Okay, other things I have deleted. Okay, so I already have a security group created. Next one will be, we'll have to create a launch template. So let's go back to the EC2 dashboard. Let's check if we already have a security group. I have a security group, okay, ASG app security group, which allows SSH and HTTP. Then we'll have to go to instances and launch templates. Okay, so create launch template. So I'll give the name web template. Okay, my Apache, I can give some description, my Apache web template. Again select, click on quick start and select Ubuntu. Ubuntu 22 will select. Instance type will be T-True micro. Will include the key pair and we'll select an existing security group ASG. You'll have to scroll down to get it, and in advanced details we'll just add our script which installs Apache. Just copy this script and click on create launch template. So you can use your existing template if you're continuing with the exercise, but to make the necessary changes as required. So my template is ready. Next we'll create a auto scaling group. Again just go to auto scaling group, click on create an auto scaling group. I'll give it a name as app ASG. Click on launch template. We'll select the template which we created just now. Okay, and just click on next. So here this is the default VPC. Okay, I'm keeping it as it is. On availability zones I'll select 1 and 2. It is 1A and 1B. I need instances in this 2. And other options, we are not attaching any load balancer again here. No VPC, lattice, and just click on next. Again in the desired capacity, okay, we'll keep 2 2 2. Everything will be 2. So we'll keep the desired, it should always have 2. Okay, minimum will be 2 and maximum also 2. And it's just a extension to the previous exercise, almost similar. And just click on next and create auto scaling group. So we can see now the 2 instances will be launched. Okay, so it's updating the capacity. If you see the screen, we'll wait for some time to get it ready. But if you go to EC2 dashboard and click on instances, just refresh it. Okay, so it created two instances, one in 1A, another one in 1B. So it created just now 722. Yes. So ASG is created, and we just need to browse the IP addresses, public IP addresses. It has a web server installed on it, so it should give the host name. We defined that it should give the host name. Also check for the other one. So it may take some time, maybe it's still initializing. Okay, so it worked for the one. Okay, so both are showing. Okay, so 134. Okay, so both are showing the properly their host name, that is private IP, kind of private IP. So now we can access this directly, both the web servers, but we need, it should be part of auto scaling group. It's already an auto scaling group, and we need a load balancer to it. That means if one of them goes down, we can attach one more. Is it a question?
No, no.
Okay, so these two instances are created and we can access the web server. So the next step would be attaching a load balancer to this auto scaling group. Okay, for that we'll have to create, let's follow the document. We'll have to create first a target group. Target group we created yesterday as well. Just go to target group. So we are checking the combination of auto scaling group and load balancer. Click on target group. We'll choose the instances. Okay, and the port is, we are doing this for HTTP traffic. Okay, so here even VPC will be the default one, and we'll choose protocol version also HTTP1, as it is just a basic site, and some health checks will be performed. So on this screen I didn't make any changes, but here the change is required. I'll just add here app target group TG and just click on next. Okay, so if you see, last time what we did, we just selected it and we said include as pending below. Okay, but in this case will not do, because this is like doing it manually. We want that any number of instances, it should be part of, automatically part of auto scaling group or target group. So we will not review the, means we will not include the target group. We'll just create a target group. So the target group is created. It doesn't have any instance. Okay, so 0 healthy, 0 unhealthy, nothing is there. That's only the target group is there without any instances. Now we'll have to create a load balancer. So a small explanation is given that we should not add it manually in this case. Now we'll create a load balancer. We'll create the application load balancer. So go to load balancer, click on create load balancer. It will be application load balancer. The name will be app LB. It is internal facing. We can also have an internal for a private IP addresses, but in this case we'll do it for internet facing. Okay. And here again we'll choose US East 1A and 1B. Okay, so let's cross check 1A and 1B. In security group we'll remove the default one and include the app security group, which allows port 22 and port 80, and here we'll have to select the target group. Okay, so after selecting the target group, I don't think anything else required, but let's cross check. Okay, so click on create load balancer. So the load balancer is created, okay, and it's in a provisioning state. Let's wait for it to get ready. I'll just refresh this page. It's still in provisioning state. Till then we can just see the resource maps, okay. So it doesn't, target group is attached, but nothing is in the target group. Load balancers. So this application load balancer is a part of two availability zones, US East 1A and 1B. Type is application. So the auto scaling group, so it's taking time. Till then you can also perform this exercise till here. Okay, so it's active. Okay, now this is the DNS name, okay, which we can try to access. Yesterday when we accessed, we were getting the response. Okay, so this DNS name or the URL is also given on the next page. When we click on the app load balancer, we'll just copy it, okay, and just try to access it. So if you see, it's saying service temporary unavailable because the load balancer is attached to the target group and the target group is empty, so it is not able to get get the details from EC2 instances. Okay, so service is temporary available because we did not manually include any EC2 instance in the target group. So to automatically include the target group EC2 instances, whatever number they are created, we'll have to go to auto scaling group. Okay, so let's check the, yeah, we have seen that the targets were not registered. Now we'll have to go to application security group ASG. Okay, and here we need to define the load balancer. Okay, so if you see on in auto scaling groups, we have a tab for load balancing. Click on it. Okay, and here just click on application network or gateway load balancer target groups. Don't click on add new load balancer, and just select this, okay, and click on update. Okay, so this is important for automation, and just wait. So if you see, it was the older one. Let's wait. So we added the load balancer in application security group, and we'll see if the target group shows now both the instances. Earlier they were not showing. If you see now, there are two healthy instances now. And let's check the health check. So health check is not done yet. Okay, so but it shows healthy. Let's see. Yeah, it is healthy. I was checking the wrong tab. Okay, in target we can see there are two EC2 instances which are added automatically when we added a load balancer to the ASG. Now if we browse the URL for this, just refresh it, we can see it will route the traffic to both the instances, okay, one by one. So the first request goes to 42, then the request goes to 240. This is called as round robin, one after another. Okay, so this is the target group. So now we have to add some policy also to it. Okay, so on what condition the new instances should be launched? So as of now we mentioned that it should have two minimum, two desired and two max. Okay, but we need to add some policy to it. For testing that policy we'll need few more EC2 instances. So what we'll do is we'll just click on application ASG. Okay, and okay, here also we can do, just select it, actions, click on edit. Okay, so we have to change this to, so only the max we need to change to 4, nothing else. Okay, max will be 4, and here we need to add the two more availability zones. Okay, just select C and D as well. Okay, so we edited the application auto scaling group. We are making the maximum 4 and just click on update. That's it. Okay, but the desired is still 2, so it won't increase it. Okay, and in the load balancer as well we need to define that we need 2 more zones. Okay, so also go inside it, in network mapping just add 1C and 1D and click on save changes. So in load balancer and in ASG we added 2 more zones. We increased capacity, maximum capacity of EC2 instances from 2 to 4. So now we need to define a scaling policy. On what condition the number of instances should increase? So it will always try to maintain the desired capacity, that is 2 EC2 instances. Okay, now we'll define a dynamic scaling policy. There are multiple scaling policies, okay, but the dynamic one we will see now. Okay, so that policy we need to define in ASG auto scaling group. Okay, just click on auto scaling group. Okay, and if you click on this automatic scaling, there are multiple policies. One is dynamic, other one is predictive, and the scheduled. Okay, so we'll create the dynamic scaling policy. Create dynamic scaling policy. Okay, so the policy type should be target tracking scaling. Okay, target tracking scaling, that is the default one. The other one is also target tracking policy. Okay, the policy is target tracking policy, but in metrics type. Okay, we won't check for the CPU or other network usage. We'll check how many requests are coming. Okay, but depending on the number of requests we need to auto scale the EC2 instances. Okay, and we'll just select the target group. That means on this application load balancer which has this target group, okay, if the number of concurrent connections are more than 20, okay, so target value I am keeping 20, by default it was 50, okay, and just launch the EC2 instances. Okay, new number of EC2 instances will depend on the number of concurrent connection, and click on create. Okay, so generally we can also check on average CPU utilization, but this one is better, so I am giving this example. Just click on create. So we defined a policy. Okay, so still the number of EC2 instances, the desired state it's maintaining, because it is not having any load now. Okay, to increase the load, that is to increase the number of concurrent connections, okay, we'll have to use this command. Okay, what will this command do? I'll just explain it. So what we are trying to do, we'll have to change this application load balancer URL. So where it is, just go back to load balancers, okay, and just copy this URL. Okay, you will also have to change this. So this is the URL. Okay, there is a typo. Okay, the HTTP is given there twice. So I'll change it by the time you all start the exercise. So what I'm saying, just try to access this website, okay, that is application load balancer 200 times. Okay, if it is 200 times, it will automatically exceed the limit of 20. So it's just calculating the number of hits. Okay, so if it's more than 20, it will try to means to meet the demand of high traffic, it will increase the number of instances. Okay, so how to do that? We can do it from anywhere. Okay, so AWS already has a cloud shell, let's use that. Okay, so its cloud shell is like a VM given to us to interact with the AWS resources, like a jump server you can say. Okay, so what we are doing, in a loop we are just trying to access this load balancer. Okay, okay, so I've done it once. Okay, I'll do it couple of times. Now let's check the logs. Okay, so it won't happen so soon, it will take some time. I'll go back, go to EC2 dashboard. So if you see the number of, okay, this is the term old one, it will take some time. After some time there will be 2 more EC2 instances running, but we'll have to check the logs. So let's first check the auto scaling group logs. So instances is 2, desired 2, minimum 2, max 4. Click on activity. So it's still not reflecting, it will take some time, else we'll have to again increase the load, that is number of concurrent connections. think we'll have to wait 5 minutes or so. So actually almost our exercise is completed. We just need to see the results. So you all can start 7.3 lab. I'll wait for the logs. I'll try to increase the load again. So if you see the load balancer monitoring, saw the spike here, number of counts. We can see the spikes, okay, but let's see. So if you see here now, it's launching two more instances. It saw the spike, okay, and increasing the capacity from 2 to 4. Okay, as the number of concurrent connections increased, it started creating two more instances. Let's go back to target groups. Okay, target groups, you can see it had started adding 2 more instances automatically. Okay. One of them is healthy as well now. And let's go to load balancer, application load balancer, and just saw the resource map. See the resource map, and it's, if you see here, 3 instances are already in the target, one more will be added now. Okay, let's go back to auto scaling group. Okay, the instance is 4, desired capacity 4 now, minimum was 2 and max is 4 because the load increased. So if you see now to EC2, go on to the EC2 dashboard, and we have 4 instances running. Okay, and if you see 194, 40, 240 and 53. Now let's refresh this page. 53, again refresh, 194, 240 and 42. It will do it in the round robin. So instead, as the number of connections increased, it is distributing the traffic evenly via load balancer. Okay. So that's it for this exercise.